Hello everyone out there in YouTube land. Comic Order 410 here, and doing part 8 of my keys and variants and such. And I want to start off real quick by giving an apology to Fool Killer 5150. Steve, didn't forget about you, man. I'm still trying to go through my books and pull out more doubles for you, and I'm working on it, and that's why I'm going to film these real quick, put them back, and keep at it. And I'll definitely get in touch with you soon with more books that I can offer you for those Conan. So I apologize, buddy. Sorry for holding you up. Didn't forget about you. And I still have your book, and I'm going to send it out. But anyhow, real quick to start off, this is a DC Special 26, and it's Enemy Ace by Joe Kubert. True legend, and that's some of his great work there. This is DC Superstars #1, and this is the reintroduction of the Teen Titans, as you can see there on the left-hand side. Pretty decent copy. It's got a little crease down there below Speedy, but it's not too bad. Otherwise, the spine's really nice on this one. Oh, and I guess there's a little fold in the bottom right corner too. It's not too bad. Certainly not near mint, but this is another DC Superstars. This is number 13, and it's an all Sergio Aragonés special, and I'm a big fan of his. Ever since I was a kid, and I only knew him, you know, me and my brother and friends only knew him as the guy who drew all the cool stuff in the margins of the Mad magazines. So that's a cool issue to have. This is DC Superstars 14, and it's Secret Origins of the Supervillains with Garrod, Dr. Light, and Two-Face, and it's a awesome cover by the late Jim Aparo. Awesome stuff. This was a big crossover. I think this was in the 90s, early 90s, I believe. But it was a big deal because you could vote. It actually let the readers, they picked winners for once, instead of just having superheroes fight and say, oh, this is a misunderstanding, let's go get the villain. They fought to a finish, and they let people vote on who won. And Roger 69501 did a good video. It was a good in-depth review of this series, and you should definitely check it out. But that's number 1. Number 2. Some cool covers on this, man. And sorry, here, grab 2 of them. That's number 3. That's probably my favorite cover of the series. Like that one a lot. I think that's Claudio Castellini. Could be wrong. And number 4. Big Blast from the Past. Cool crossover. This is a character who everyone knows has been just gaining more and more popularity year after year. He's almost getting to the point of oversaturation from Marvel, but like a lot of his stuff, especially, I guess it was the Volume 1 by Ed McGuinness, with Ed McGuinness on art. That was when I really started taking notice. I bought this first, and I read it, and it was good, but when I got into this ongoing is when I really got into him. But this is the first Deadpool 4-issue mini. It's The Circle Chase with art by Joe Madureira. Pardon me. That was number 1. Sorry, this is number 2. Juggernaut and Black Tom in this one. And this is when Joe Mad was really hot coming off X-Men. So this was a good mini. I'm glad I picked them up. It's number 3 of The Circle Chase. And number 4. It's good stuff. It's a good read. This is Wizards Deadpool 0. Ed McGuinness on the cover. All kinds of people on this cover. Porcupine, Mirror Master, Bucky. Again, don't know who that werewolf guy is in the middle. Maybe that's the guy I couldn't figure out on my Cap litho. But there's the Wizard, Wild Child. I don't even know who that bird guy is. He looks terrible, but lots of second-rate villains on here. So, there it is, the lamest dead people of the Marvel Universe. There you go. Deadpool's such a funny book. But that's a cool cover there. Moving on, this is the #1 of the ongoing. And I met Ed McGuinness this year, and I showed these before. He was nice enough to sign. I think I got 1 through 4, 1 through 5 signed. So there's Deadpool #1. Deadpool #2. Deadpool #3. I like this one a lot, where he fights the Hulk. Deadpool 4. Deadpool Smash. Yeah, and I didn't get #5 signed, but there's #5. #6. These are all really sharp copies too. Took good care of these. #7. Joe Kelly and Ed McGuinness stayed on this book for a bit, which also helped it in my opinion. It's becoming more and more rare these days where a team stays on a book for any long stretch, but here's Deadpool #8. #9. And I think I'm missing it. I couldn't find it, but we'll see if it pops up in another box. But I think I'm missing #10. This is #11. It's the homage to the Amazing Fantasy 15 cover, and it's also a double-sized issue. Pretty cool. This is the 1998 Deadpool annual starring Deadpool and Death. I don't know, I guess that's Bernard Chang on that cover there. This is the Encyclopedia Deadpoolica one-shot. Very cool. And again, showed this before, but I'm going to show it real quick before I get into the next volume, Deadpool. This is New Mutants, my copy of New Mutants 98. And this is my unread copy that I got. I bought 2 and bagged 1 back in the day. Pardon me. And I got a good grade on this. It's a 9.6 with white pages. And that's first Deadpool by the wonderful Rob Liefeld, who actually was brave enough to draw ankles and feet here. Sort of hit Domino's a little bit. And Gideon's. But yeah, not the biggest fan of Mr. Liefeld, as you know. But I am grateful for him inventing Deadpool. Speak of Beelzebub himself. This is the Rob Liefeld variant to Volume 2 of Deadpool #1. And I remember being torn because this was $20. I'm like, I want it because it's the variant to #1, but it's also Rob Liefeld. But it's done worse. It's done worse covers. So I did buy that. Guilty as charged. Hypocrite. This is much better. This is the Deadpool #2 variant by Ed McGuinness. So they had the 2 earliest artists do the first 2 variants of Volume 2. I don't know who did this variant. I'm going to have to look it up. I don't know if it's Paco Medina. I don't know if it's, kind of looks like it could be Renato Guides as well, but I have to look that up. But this is the variant to Deadpool 3, and as you can see, it was when the whole Secret Invasion thing was going on. Okay. Moving along, just some Deadpool covers I like, because they do some really wacky covers. And this is Deadpool 33, and as you can see, it's Dave Johnson after Steranko. And here's the cover. It's actually, ironically, the one Nick Fury I got signed by Steranko here recently, and I just showed it earlier. But that's the cover that this is based on. Pretty cool stuff. This is oversized issue. This is Deadpool 900. And they're just kind of making fun of the ridiculous ways books will be on issue number 10, then it's, oh, it would be issue 900, so they just go back to the numbering. So they're just like, we'll make a Deadpool 900. Like, it's the thing to do. And here's Deadpool 1000. Came out the very next year. Double size again by Dave Johnson. Awesome covers. This, I should have dug it out, the regular cover to the new Deadpool series by Duggan and Passain, because the first couple covers were done by Jeff Darrow, who I'm a big fan of, but I forgot to pull them out. But this is the variant to Deadpool #1, and these variants were pretty boring, I thought. The Marvel Now ones, but I just bought this because they got a little deal on it. But it's basically like their concept art on a piece of loose leaf paper. This is what I talk about the variants not getting as impressive, but again, showing a book that I've showed recently, but it ties in with my Deadpools, and this is a gorgeous sketch, colored sketch that Buzz Hassan and Ken Hazer, the Living Corpse team, did for me on my Deadpool #1. Very happy to have that. Very cool guys. More Deadpool covers that I like. This is Deadpool Merc with a mouth. Issue #1. This is parroting the Savage Tales first Conan cover, and this is by Suidam, who did all the Marvel Zombies cover. Arthur Suidam. Another Suidam cover. I love this one. This is Deadpool Merc with a mouth #2. Homage to the Jaws poster. This is Deadpool Merc with a mouth #3, and this is homage to the Dawn of the Dead. Deadpool Merc with a mouth #4, again another Suidam cover, and this is obviously a rip of the Scarface poster. Very cool though. A lot of these covers were so creative, and I really like this one, Deadpool Merc with a mouth #11, and this is based off Lone Wolf and Cub, and he has the shopping cart with his zombie head in it. Very cool stuff. Deadpool Merc with a mouth #12, and this is homage to Nirvana's Nevermind album cover. They did some awesome covers by Suidam on this series, in my opinion. Deadpool Merc with a mouth #13. Silence of the Lamb movie poster homage. And this is a series that's really good. One of the, in my opinion, one of the best Deadpool reads in a while. And this is Deadpool Illustrated, where he realizes he's in a book and he wants to go after the editor, so he starts going from book to book and ends up in different literary classics. And the first issue covered Moby Dick. I think it was only 4 or 5 issues, but it was very good, very funny, very clever. Like this one a lot. Recommend picking up Deadpool Illustrated. Moving along, this is Image's Deathblow #1. The cover is very hard to see because it's black on black, but it's almost like a night camouflage by Jim Lee. This is the Wildstorm relaunch of Deathblow, and it's a sketch cover by Stephen Platt, who was huge on Moon Knight in the 90s and then just dropped off the face of the planet for a while. And this came out in, I think, 06, December of 06, almost 07. And since I saw it was Stephen Platt, I picked it up. This is #1 of the Deathlock mini. I have all these. Just a beautiful, gotta get this in a Mylar, because this is a beautiful painted Joe Jusko cover. Just a freaking beauty. Whew. He's awesome. This is the ongoing Deathlock series #1. I believe this is from either 91 or 92. This is the variant to Deathmatch #1, and it's a homage to Secret Wars #1. And this is a really good series by Paul Jenkins. This is the Phantom variant, sorry. And this is a good series by Paul Jenkins. I recommend picking it up. This is Deathmate Black, and this is the first appearance of Gen 13. Oopsie, that was not good. Haven't had that happen too bad in a while. Anyway, back to back to the books that fell. This is Deathstroke the Terminator #1. And this is series started in '91 by Marv Wolfman with awesome covers by Mike Zeck. And I like Deathstroke a lot. It's a good villain. From the same series, this is the City of Assassins storyline, again by Marv Wolfman, and it's a crossover with Batman. I really like this one, especially with the Mike Zeck covers, and that's part 1. This is number 6. Deathstroke number 7. This is part 2 of the Batman crossover. If I can get the focus. It's beautiful. Beautiful covers. Mike Zeck was he was everywhere in the 90s, the 80s rather, so prolific. And this is the early 90s, but just did so much popular and influential cover work in the 80s and 90s. Big fan of Mike Zeck. This is Deathstroke number 8, part 3 of the City of Assassins storyline. Another beauty of a cover. And that is it for now. Just wanted to show these books so I can put them up and keep moving. But thanks to everyone for checking out my books. Everyone take care of yourselves and each other. And happy comic book reading to everyone.